The 2K Sports Pregame Show, brought to you by Kia.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my friends, and I mean that, my buddies, my pals, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, they seem to be tapping into their full potential more and more as the season moves along. I think lately we're seeing a more accurate picture of who this team really is than we saw in the early part of the season. And Shaq, we're coming up to the halfway point of the season. Some teams finally getting into a groove after a somewhat shaky start.
Yeah, every year is different. Sometimes it takes a little longer to figure out. But what's most important is you get hot at the right time.
Oh, that's right. I agree with that. And you have to have a lot of experience on your team. And those guys know how to pace themselves. And you can just kind of relax. Quality veterans won't allow the season to be a sprint. It's a marathon.
Tip-off coming up shortly. It's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off a good outing against Chicago. And, guys, it could have gone either way. Nearly won that one by 2.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
Yeah, guys were rotating quickly, harassing shooters, looking to be dominant all night.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, thank you, Kevin. Hey, this Celtics team has established defense as a key part of its identity. Coach Brad Stevens said, it's got to be our DNA. If it's not, we're in trouble. And forward Jay Crowder added, we play hard. Guys don't like that in this league. They want an easy, flowing game, but we play hard. Kevin?
They've got some tough physical players, DA. They don't take plays off. And with the All-Star game behind us, Chris, a lot of teams now pushing for the playoffs, asking a lot of their players. How common is it, do you think, for players and teams to just play through their injuries at this point of the season?
Well, great question, Kevin, because if you can get on the court and you are on the playoff bubble, most players will risk health to help their team.
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Wizards. The always dangerous Wall and Beal are the backcourt. Porter and Morris, the duo at forward. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
On the rise, Johnson with the extension.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Puts it up from 12. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Thomas. The 3 from Bradley. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Now here's Wall. A 26-point game for him in the win against Chicago. Gortat with the screen for Beal. Second chance shot. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Simple rule of team rebounding. Everyone needs to box out someone when the shot goes up. A number of assignments were missed right there.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the evening. Free throw no good for Beal.
And one of the things I love about Bradley Beal is he is a consistent shooter of the deep ball. I mean, always seems to hover around that 40% mark from beyond the arc. And ever since he's come into the league, that has been the case. And he's also improving in the other areas in terms of his ability to attack and get to the rim and playmaking. The only question for me is, can he find a level of consistency in terms of his health? That's been the only detriment to his game.
To the inside, Thomas. Soft touch off the glass.
You know what? I like Johnson's unselfishness, ready and willing to move it to the open man.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Wall. Rebounded by the Celtics. Wizards beat them last time when these two teams met in Washington.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
It was all the things that we always talk about. I mean, blocking out, giving the extra effort, basic stuff that they were just unwilling to do. And they got killed for it.
Here's Wall. Isaiah Thomas making his last shot. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
What you like about Gortat is that, Greg, he doesn't have a lot of limitations in his game.
Yeah, and with Gortat, his versatility is what makes him valuable. He can face up and hit a J or play with his back to the basket. Has the speed and strength to stay with all types of centers in the league.
And that's where he's most comfortable. Bradley crafting his game to excel in the catch and shoot.
Gortat dishes the Wall. Feeds it to Morris. Wizards passing it around. Here's Beal. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Solid defense. They weren't going anywhere against them there.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Morris a screen. Wall passes to Beal. Gortat with a screen on Bradley. Beal, that's for two. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Beal's got 6.
Oh, he's been basically perfect so far in this quarter, especially on offense.
Outside Thomas. Knocked loose. 6 to shoot. Wall with the steal. The pass to Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Ooh, this could be an early sign of an explosive game for him. You have to keep your eye on him if you're the defense.
Fires it up. Here's Beal. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And one of the big issues for the Wizards is making sure they stay fiery on the defensive end. When this team, Greg, gets in trouble, more often than not, it's because they get sloppy on D.
Yeah, and that can hurt them at times. When they don't bother to challenge shooters or miss a rotation, that's when things start to go south. How far this team goes depends on how far their defense will take them.
And both free throws good for Beal. Celtics trail by 3. Outside Thomas. He kicks to Horford. It's stolen by Wall. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Knocked away. Stolen by Thomas. Outside Bradley. He feeds it to Thomas. Rejected by Wall. With the shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's really had a rough quarter on the offensive side of the floor.
Pass to Thomas. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
At the rim, long distance. Thomas can score from anywhere on the court.
Outside, Wall. Johnson over to help. And Beal kicks to Morris. The dish now to Wall. Down low. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist from Wall. 10 points for Bradley Beal.
Oh, he has owned this quarter. Everything he is throwing up is falling right now.
Johnson with a screen on Wall. Thomas dishes to Johnson. Count that bucket. Johnson's got his second bucket.
Oh, and Johnson is a really talented jump shooter. The D playing up on him, but it just doesn't seem to bother him at all.
Here's Wall. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Isn't that when you use your other skills like your mindset? That's just a high basketball IQ play right there. He knew he was no match inside. So what did he do? He pulled his defender out farther from the hoop.
You know, a lot of people can make the claim that they are the fastest in the league, but I think John Wall has the best case. I mean, both in the half court and end to end. I mean, this guy has blistering speed, and you factor that in with the athleticism and the handle. I mean, he can make other players look like they're playing in cement shoes out on the floor. And let's take a look now at the stats for Gortat. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 7th in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And Boston has possession. It's a 3-point game. And you know, Greg, one of the things that strikes you about Wall, it isn't just his running speed. His quickness is off the charts. He is very, very quick.
I mean, the ground Wall can cover with his speed and quickness is staggering. As soon as the defender starts backpedaling, with Wall coming at him, game over.
Now Wall. After Isaiah Thomas missed from long range. Got a piece of it. Morris. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And with the NBA game changing rapidly, Chris, the tactics have to change with it. When you look at all the NBA coaches, is there one who stands above the rest who is very good strategically?
Well, you just have to love Greg Popovich. I mean, because you've seen him adapt to the game. He was known for a half-court team when he had the Twin Towers, a slow-down pace, and he got some guards that could take it and shoot the 3, and he sped the game up. And that's what you like to see, someone that uses all the rules and strategy of the game.
Yes.
And doesn't just become hardened in one way and playing. And I think his versatility just shows how great of a coach he is.
Well said. Marcus Smart's checked in for Boston. And Morris drops them both. And Chris, for the Celtics, a depth of talent, great coach, but they admit they've been looking to get that transcendent player to take them to the next level.
Well, I know this for a fact. You can go a long way with chemistry and depth, but it's tough to win it all without a superstar player or two. You know this front office will continue to be aggressive, looking to position themselves for a run at an 18th championship.
Porter kicks to Wall. 20 feet out. Rebound, Boston. Horford's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Crowder, and it's sent back by Morris. Thomas against Wall. Shot on the wing. Wall missing again.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Thomas passes to Bradley. Here's Horford. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Horford's got his first bucket of the night. Wall against Thomas. Outside, Wall. Now here's Beal, guarded by Smart. Beal can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 3. Outside Thomas. At the top of the key, Horford. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact the officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Free throw dropped for Al Horford.
And Horford, a pretty steady free throw shooter. I mean, he had a few down seasons, maybe due to those pectoral tears, but I tell you what, he's been right up there around 80%.
So Horford gets 2.
We've seen it time and time again. Marksmanship from the line.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Jerebko's checked in for Crowder. Brown comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Rozier in for Thomas. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Smith checked in for Gortat. Kelly Oubre comes in for Porter. Satoransky's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Burke in for John Wall. Burke with it. He averages about 5 points a game. And another miss by Washington.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Brown kicks to Rozier. Dishes to Horford. A high post shot, and the jumper falls for him. Horford's got 6.
How about Horford there showing the jump shot? More of a set shot, really, but at his size, he can get it off.
Morris outside. Knocks it loose. Now here's Smart. Defense right on him. And it's Rozier missing. Washington trailing. And it's blocked by Brown. Here's Rozier. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And it's Brown missing.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, the screen got him all the space he needed to release that one. I thought for sure that was going in.
Now here's Burke. Smith up top. Passes to Satoransky. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Boston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Rozier. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Rozier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And they're running. Here's Brown. Oubre pulls it in.
The lane was relatively open and didn't take advantage of a golden opportunity.
The Wizards shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
He misses the free throw. Well, Chris, you've had a surgery that has affected many in the league in the last few decades and still currently in today's NBA. What is it like going through a microfracture procedure? How did it change your game?
Well, you know, I'm not the only one. You know, this did end a lot of guys' career when I think about Jamal Mashburn, Jason Kidd, even though he's a guard and much lighter. Tracy McGrady, the same thing. He doesn't weigh as much as a guy like myself or Zebo, but it's difficult coming back. I mean, just because the post-care process doesn't allow you to put any weight on your leg or allows you to use your leg. So really you have the muscle that atrophies. You have to relearn to walk again, to jump again. And so I had to learn from going to be a player that played above the rim to now being able to play below the rim and find out ways to score like that. And so it's tough. The rehab is long, tedious, it's boring, it's monotonous, but it's something that you have to get through. And basically, it's your love of the game, because rehabilitation or that surgery is no fun at all. That you're at least talking about, in my opinion, 20 months before you see your old self.
Now here's Olynyk. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Burke can't get it to go. It's the Celtics ball. They're on a 9-1 run right now. Rozier kicks to Olynyk. Here's Rozier. Burke covering. And it's Rozier missing. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Sadaransky, the pass to Burke. Fires for 3. That one doesn't go. Now Boston takes it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities, and I think that was their Achilles heel.
You're right, Kevin. Not being aggressive, not following up their own misses. They needed a little extra kick to get over the hump, but they never got it.
And Sadaransky kicks to Morris. With 1 on the clock, and he hits the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
He just calmly rose up and nailed that jumper as time expired. Awesome way to end the quarter and head to the bench.
And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really loved for 13 years. I couldn't have left without knowing that it was a place that we were going to stay together and really commit to a process together. And I was sold on that, and I continue to be sold on it.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks locked in his stockpile.
I know he's feeling real good about his decision. He's one of the bright coaching stars in our league.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
You're right. They've been extremely active, physical, really dictating the flow of this game.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Thornton out there with Sadaransky. Then there's Oubre. Then there's Jason Smith. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one thing you've heard over the years about Amir Johnson is that his box score stats may not wow you, but they belie his impact on the court. Coach Brad Stevens said he just knows how to play both ends. He makes easy plays with the ball, and then on the defensive end, he makes everyone better. Indeed, a two-way impact player, Kevin.
He's a plus-minus standout, D.A. Thank you. And here is Thornton after Isaiah Thomas made that last three-pointer. Olynyk with the steal. It's Brown on the wing. The tray. Kept alive by Boston. Uredko dishes to Smart. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Well, Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga, maybe the closest, Chris, we've seen to Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about 7-footers who can space the floor.
Well, he's a 7-footer now, but he grew up playing guard before he had that late growth spurt. You just don't find many players at his size with that kind of shooting and fluidity with the ball. I think his agility at his size is probably the most underrated aspect to his game.
So it's Washington now after Isaiah Thomas made that last three-pointer. And it's in there. Sadaransky's got his first points of the night.
That's an aggressive approach to the rack, but still he calmly floated it in.
Here's Thomas. That ball is good for another field goal, his 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
They are up in this game right now, and he is one of the reasons why, given his stellar shooting from the field.
Now here's Oubre. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Wizards passing it around. And Sadaransky kicks to Oubre. It's Porter outside. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics leading by 7. Thomas passes to Smart. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Shoots from the elbow. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Marcus Smart, a combo guard. He hasn't really established himself yet as a big-time scorer or a playmaker. But you know what, Chris? You ask his coaches, and he finds a way to impact the game.
Oh, yeah, he sure does. He's a rugged defender. He's also one of the best rebounding guards in this league, especially on the offensive glass.
And that one falls for Smart.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with this fiery approach to the game.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Al Horford, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Johnson comes in for Jerebko. And Jay Crowder's subbed in for Brown. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Now, when you think about Marcus Smart, the 6th overall pick by the Celtics in 2014 after 2 seasons at Oklahoma State, shooting has been the question mark. Those percentages are definitely not pretty, and it's about shot selection as well as his ability to knock them down. Not really nice there. Poor technique on the screen, but savvy scoring move to save that trip down the floor.
And for Marcus Smart's improvement as a player, Chris, what do you think is the first order of business?
I think it's a shooting. This team has other players who can distribute the ball. Whether he ends up playing point or off the ball, his ability to score efficiently will be critical.
The Celtics making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. That's good from Wall. Here's Thomas. 14 points for him. Pass to Horford. Porter against Johnson. Thomas kicks to Horford. From beyond the arc, it's rebounded by Thornton. Wizards trail by 6. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Boston on D. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Heads up aggressive move. The smaller man on him takes him right to the rim.
And you look at John Wall. Perhaps the only thing as fast as his feet are his hands.
And it shows up in his career steal number. I mean, Wall is always good to come away with a handful of takeaways every game.
Well, over the last couple years, we've seen teams emphasize ball movement and player movement. Chris, you like that trend?
You know what? I do like that trend. You know, from my days playing with the Kings, that was our style of play. The ball movement, get guys involved, make sure that you back cut when you're overplayed by the defense, have some fun. I do like that style of play. Now, there are times for ISOs. When you look at a guy like Melo or Durant, or you look at a guy like Curry or Thompson, or you look at a guy like LeBron or Uncle Drew. These guys, if they have the ball, I mean, get out the way. ISO ball is still, you know, there's 20 guys in this league that can have an ISO play call for them every time, because ISO also means I can beat my man, draw your man, and pass it to an open teammate. So I think ISO ball should not be taken for granted, but I think it's a big responsibility for a lot of players. And there's only a handful, or about 3 or 4 handfuls of players in the NBA, in my opinion, that should be given the freedom to go to work on an ISO.
Great way to put it. So Horford gets 2.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. The feed to Beal. Five to shoot. Steps back and shoots. And the shot falls short this time. Celtics leading by 3. Outer dishes to Thomas. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Well, he has been an absolute terror this quarter.
Outside, Beal lets it go from the wing. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 6 assists here tonight.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now here's Thomas. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Well, and his overall aggressiveness leads him to camping out in the lane. It's a no matter what you do type scenario.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside, Beal. They double him with Horford. Here's Gortat. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Gortat's got 6 points.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Thomas against Wall. Puts it up. Horford, no luck.
You were shocked when he misses open shots like that. The D should be thanking their lucky stars right now.
Gortat, the pass to Beal. Gortat with the screen for Beal. Back to Gortat. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Horford. Boston leading by 3. Crowder kicks to Thomas. Thomas a screen. Johnson dishes to Bradley. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Bradley's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And you know what? While Bradley is focused on shooting more threes and less two-point jumpers, I mean, when you feel it, you got to let it fly, guy. Now, when you think about Amir Johnson, the last ever prep-to-pro draftee. Now, look, he was taken out of high school with the 56th pick by the Pistons back in 2005. Learning from the vets on that squad, he learned how to win.
And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Washington.
And not a lot of attempts from beyond the break. Those deeper three-pointers can be a little outside of some players' range, but they've got guys who can make that shot. I think that's just an outlier so far.
Wizards trail by 5. And we're not used to thinking of 11-year vets still having room to grow. But you know what, Chris? That might be the case with Amir Johnson.
Well, it's interesting. I played with Amir. Always a great athlete with high energy, great motor. But he's never averaged more than 28 minutes a game, despite being that highly effective player. That could mean he's had a lot of tread left on those tires.
Now here is Horford. 14 points from him the last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
Oh, and the Yeoman's work done on the boards, helping the team maximize the number of possessions. One of my favorite players to watch is Isaiah Thomas. So creative offensively. He can shoot with deep range, and despite standing just 5'9", he's one of the best paint finishers in the game.
And he makes the first. You talk about Thomas's creativity. Isaiah with the array of shots that he possesses.
Now look, he's small, but he actually looks for contact in there. Among the league leaders in free throw attempts. He's able to contort and lean. He uses every trick in the book to create space to get his shot inside.
Morris is checked in for Porter. Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
And just one of the most entertaining players to watch in the entire NBA. Isaiah Thomas at 5'9". Just impossible to defend. Scores from the perimeter, and he gets buckets around the rim.
Now here's Thornton. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 5 on the clock. Morris passes to Beal. Rebounded by the Celtics. Johnson's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
A 3 from Bradley. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He's been able to connect here in the second half after hitting one in the first.
Now here's Thornton. looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. There's a screen by Gorton. And Wall kicks to Morris. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Morris has got his second bucket tonight.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. Isaiah Thomas, number 1.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Al Horford. Celtics making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Trey Burke's checked in for Washington. So Horford gets 2.
Now, in 2013, the Celtics began their rebuild in earnest. Right away, they made some great moves hiring Brad Stevens from the college ranks to take over as head coach. And also, a terrific trade with Brooklyn, getting 3 first-round picks and the right to swap picks in exchange for Garnett and Paul Pierce.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from John Wall. Here's Rozier. He has 5. Yep, that one goes in there. 12 points for Horford. And you talk about that trade with the Nets. Looking back, what a trade for the Celtics.
Wow, I forgot about that. Yeah, Brooklyn's run with Pierce and KG was short-lived, and as their fortunes have waned, it's been one heck of a windfall for these guys in green. So many young assets. You knew they had to make some moves just to fit their roster limitations.
And a big height advantage right there.
That's just a smart play. As soon as he caught the ball with the smaller man on him, he squared up and smoothly knocked that one down.
Now here is Horford. 12 points for him.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Burke kicks to Morris. Gortat dishes to Morris. And Boston with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
It's stolen by Wall. And Wall slams it home.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, guys, if you're the other team, you now have to find a way to answer back. Can't afford to give up too much momentum.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Now Wall. Following Al Horford's three-point attempt. And Wall kicks to Beal. He dishes it to Gortat. 6 on the shot clock. Beal can't get it to go.
He's usually very dependable from that range, but the D got themselves in that play and got him off kilter.
Outside Crowder, a 3-ball. Rebound, Washington. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Looking for Beal, he gets it there, and that one drops for him. Beal's got 14 points.
Incredible offensive tools. As a defender, you just don't know how to play them.
Celtics leading by 3. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Horford. Jerebko comes in for Amir Johnson. Brown is checked in for Crowder. And Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley. And then for Washington, Jason Smith, he's checked in for Gortat. Kelly Oubre comes in for Bradley Beal. And Zedoransky subbed in for John Wall. Here's Olynyk. It's stolen. Morris outside. Lets it go from 14. Celtics leading by 3. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Olynyk has the open look. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Wow, you can't leave him open. Olynyk will knock it down every time.
Here's Sodorovsky. Kicks to Burke. Rebounded by the Celtics. Jerebko's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Feeds to Smart. To the left side wing. And it's Rozier missing. Wizards trail by 5.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Now, they have to get going here if they want to capitalize on that. Go for the quick bucket here.
The Wizards with another miss.
You can tell that's the game plan on defense. They don't want to allow him to take many shots inside. That's just an outstanding job by the D there to get in his way without fouling and changing the direction of that shot.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. There's the pass to Burke. Here's Sodorovsky. Back to Burke. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Burke's got himself on the board with 3 there. And here's Smart. He's coming off a 16-point game against Toronto.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Celtics lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Amir, you guys really changed the energy level tonight. What has been the focus?
Just playing with a sense of urgency. You know, we made some mistakes last game, and we're playing much better this game. We got to clean up on a few mistakes and just playing with a sense of urgency.
Amir, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Isaiah Thomas having an outstanding game. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
They got to get more aggressive on the glass. Over the first half, we saw them being schooled down low. You know what I'm going to say, Ernie. Barbecue chicken. If I was coach in the locker room right now, they'd be getting an earful. Extra rebounding. Effort will pay off in other ways. The energy is really where it starts. Something like that, Ernie.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Isaiah Thomas.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Yeah, he's crafty, very difficult to defend one-on-one. We may see more double teams roll his way the second half.
The Celtics with the lead. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Horford is out there with Johnson. And it's Crowder in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it's always a transition and a difficult one for college coaches to come to the pros, but Celtics coach Brad Stevens made one of the smoothest we've seen after leading Butler to back-to-back national championship games. You hear that buzz from players to opposing coaches. Greg Popovich said, "I really respect what he does. His team executes. I'll still watch his Butler tape. Trying to learn some stuff, to be honest with you." High praise indeed, fellas.
And Popovich, really the godfather of the active coaches right now, D.A. His voice carries certainly a lot of weight in this league. Thank you. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Morris drops them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now, here's Thomas. Down low, Johnson. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, and you know what? He's underrated there. Johnson with length, athleticism, and he can finish with either hand inside.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Johnson the screen. Thomas passes to Horford. He kicks it to Crowder. He feeds it to Bradley. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Horford. 14 feet away. No good on that one. And it's Washington the other way. And Beal kicks to Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Wall dishes to Gortat and stolen by Horford. Thomas against Wall. Shoots. Wall with some nice D. The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Isaiah Thomas, of course, Chris, known for his scoring wizardry, but he's working to become an all-around player.
He's looking to become more of a facilitator. He wants to make the simple plays as well as the spectacular ones. Also, defensively, he's been making strides. He's watched a ton of film. A student of the game, he's not content to just put up buckets.
For Washington, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. Free throw good from Morris. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Thomas kicks to Horford. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
The focus from Horford, just shrugging off the foul for the and-one finish.
The Celtics haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
The Wizards with the lead. Now Wall. He's got 14. And Gortat kicks to Porter. Great touch on the 16-footer. Porter's got 6.
Oh, they're getting terrific high percentage looks at the basket to begin this half. 4 or 5 so far.
Picked by Horford. The 3 from Thomas. Gortat with the rebound. Washington leading now by 4. Porter kicks to Beal. Wall a screen on Thomas. Bradley against Wall. 6 to shoot. To the middle. And it's sent back by Horford.
Wow, the rim protection by Horford. Al Horford standing 6'10", always played big.
Thomas passes to Johnson. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Beal can't get it to go. It's a close game here in Boston. Outside Crowder. Outside Thomas. Johnson kicks to Horford. Boston again missing.
The defense is well aware of how good he is from there and did a great job of forcing that miss.
Thomas with the steal. It's stolen by Morris. Outside Beal. The dish to Gortat. Passes to Porter. Puts up a three. And Boston with the rebound. Horford's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now here's Thomas. He's got 18. Inside, Johnson. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's just the vision of Thomas, spotting the open man and delivering the ball on time and on target.
Now here's Beal. He's got 14. Left side, Wall. Here's Morris. That shot off. Johnson with the defensive effort. Boston trailing. The three from Bradley. The shot misses. Porter dishes the Wall. Outside Beal from past the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Beal's got the lead up to 5 now for the Wizards.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Good D, better O. He buried it right in his face. We call that hitting him in the head. That has to be frustrating if you're the D.
Now here's Wall. Ring shot on the way. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Solid defense. They weren't going anywhere against him there. That's just extreme confidence. Rises up in the face of the taller defender, calmly knocks it down.
Wall against Thomas. Morris outside. Top of the key, Beal. Goes back up. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Kick by Horford. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Shot from 16. And that one hits back iron. Wizards leading by 3.
Well, we've all heard the word around the league about Celtics head coach Brad Stevens. Players rave about his demeanor. Opposing coaches admire his play calling. You wonder if he translated success at Butler to the pros. That's just what he's done.
And no less than Greg Popovich, Chris, calling Brad Stevens one of the best coaches in the league.
Well, he's very detail-minded. Every time Stevens watches the game, whether college, international, women's, in the park, no matter what, he keeps a notebook. He said, I steal plays from everybody, and truthfully, at this point, I think we can assume that others are returning the favor.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Horford. Urebko comes in for Johnson. Brown is checked in for Crowder. And Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley. And then for Washington, Kelly Oubre's checked in for Morris. Thornton comes in for Bradley Beal. And Satoransky subbed in for John Wall. That one is no good. Celtics trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Thomas. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Oubre kicks to Satoransky. Here's Gortat. That's short off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Brown outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the tie. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Porter kicks to Gortat. And the shot is good. Gortat's got 12 points in the game.
Great playmakers help everything run so smoothly. Excellent lead pass.
Smart with the ball. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Brown against Porter. And Olynyk kicks to Smart. Fires the three. Drops in the tray. 5 points in the game.
Showing his range. Smart spacing the floor.
They set the screen. Here's Satoransky. Dishes it to Thornton. Pass to Gortat. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gortat's got 6 in the quarter. Celtics trail by 4. And here is Thomas. He's got 18. Now the feed to Olynyk. It's Brown on the wing. Guarded by Porter. And that one, good.
And Brown is just a physical beast, especially inside where he gets whatever he wants.
Here's Satoransky. Here's the screen. He dishes it to Thornton. There's a screen by Gortat. Low block shot. Offensive rebound. Thornton passes to Gortat. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. The Celtics have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. To the middle for the tie. And Olynyk with the lay-in. Olynyk's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, man, very crafty around the rim. Olynyk able to finish over and around defenders inside.
Here's Satoransky. Kicks it to Thornton. There's a screen by Gortat. Thornton dishes to Porter. And the three off target.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Outside Thomas. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Here's Satoransky. Feeds to Oubre. The pass to Thornton. Wizards passing it around. Here's Satoransky. That one a little long. For Boston, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Brown. For the lead. Washington with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
1:27 left to play in the third. And Thornton kicks to Gortat. Trying to get back on track. Here's Oubre. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Oubre's got his first bucket in this one.
Man, he's in attack mode, crashing the glass, then goes right back up with it.
Outside Thomas. There's 57 seconds left in the third. And the basket by Olynyk.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Thornton. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Rozier, he's checked in for Thomas. Then for the Wizards, Smith checked in for Gortat. And Trey Burke subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. Boston on D. Pass to Burke. Puts one up from 19. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Solid defense. They weren't going anywhere against them there.
That gives them the lead. Now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Burke kicks to Oubre. Screen by Smith. Thornton against Brown. Now Thornton, clock at 4. There's the 3. Offline. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Boston on top. as they end the third quarter on a 14-6 run. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Okay, hey, bottom line is, good things are going to happen, bad things are happen. How you respond is the biggest key. Let's go.
And Brad Stevens moments ago focusing on what they can do now rather than worrying about what's already happened.
Yeah, and this is all you can do. Put all of your energy into this moment. The past, the future, they don't matter.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Burke is out there with Satoransky. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Smith in its center. Now here is Morris. Now here's Burke. No good on the triple. Beal against Crowder. And the rejection by Smith. Outside, Beal, Satoransky, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Rozier. And that one is good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Screen by Smith. And they pick up two.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Man, an utter defensive failure at a crucial part of the game. That's just not what you need.
So it's Boston now after the basket by Washington. Picked by Horford. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Morris. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Here's Satoransky. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
John Wall's checked in for Washington. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Rozier. He kicks it to Johnson. Picked by Horford. 6 to shoot. Bradley passes to Rozier. Here's Crowder. It's not going to go for him. Now Washington takes it the other way. Smith kicks to Wall. High post shot. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Rozier, covered by Wall. Horford kicks to Crowder. Johnson the screen. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for Boston. Gortat's checked in for Washington. Porter comes in for Satoransky. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Morris a screen. All with it. Beal gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Thomas kicks to Bradley.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Wow, that's just spectacular, Kevin. I mean, concentration by Bradley on that play, drilling it in and earning the trip to the line for the and one.
On the free throw, no good. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Wall dishes to Beal. Morris a screen, shoots off a screen. That doesn't go either for Beal.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Solid defense. They weren't going anywhere against them there.
Thomas, no good.
Well, after hitting a couple in the first, he has cooled down a bit here.
And Beal kicks to Morris. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Johnson the screen. Horford the pass to Crowder. Horford dishes to Thomas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
He now has 4 fouls. Whew. Only 2 left to spare.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Horford. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Wizards with the lead. Outside, Beal. The dish to Wall. To the paint. Here's Gortat. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Horford. Well, he holds the reins to this team, and we're seeing some examples, guys.
And that's the kind of take-charge leadership that every team desperately needs.
And free throw good from Marcin Gortat.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
Both free throws good from Gortat. And here is Thomas. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Al Horford. Outside, Wall. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Here's Thomas. Passes it to Johnson. This is to Horford. In for his 7th make in 13 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Wall kicks to Beal. And another miss by Washington. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Thomas, a screen on Wall. Picked by Horford. Offside Thomas. Pass to Horford. 5 to shoot. No coverage that time. And now a 3-point Celtic lead. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Wizards about his status. After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. If he were to miss a lot of games, this would be a huge blow. This is a team that hoped and expected to make a deep playoff run this year. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And, you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
You're right. We know he's a baller, a competitor. That he'll do everything within his power to return to the court as soon as possible.
Here's Beal following the bucket by the Celtics. Wall sets a screen for Beal. Back to Wall. Got a piece of it. Beal, that's for 2. Beal can't get that one to fall.
Well, he hasn't gotten much to fall, and it's costing his team dearly.
Thomas, no good. Wizards trail by 5. To the paint. Here's Morris. Johnson with the block.
Oh, the rim protection from Johnson. One more thing that makes him special.
Thomas kicks to Bradley. Misses off the left iron. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Ball against Thomas. Outside, Wall. The feed to Morris. They need this. Good work there as it goes. Boston leading by 3. Picked by Horford. Beal against Bradley. Outside Thomas. Here's the 3. Wall with some nice D. Wizards trail by 3. Beal the pass to Wall. Morris a screen. Inside. Unloads from 9. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Johnson. Thomas dishes to Johnson. Johnson the screen. Bradley, that's for 2. Boston again missing.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Now here's Wall to the inside. Here's Gortat. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Gortat's got 10 points here in the second half. Now Thomas. Picked by Horford. Thomas kicks to Horford. Up top, Porter. Defended by Crowder. To take the lead. And it's laid in by Wall. And the Wizards lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now here's Thomas, and they pick up 2.
Oh, what a crucial bucket there by Thomas.
Wall against Thomas. There's a screen by Gortat. Wall passes to Beal. Morris with a screen on Bradley. Beal can't get it to go.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
He's going to have to shake that off and forget about it. Got to stay confident in himself.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Thomas. Wizards trail by 3. All with it. Now Thomas defending to the inside. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. First one falls for him. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Well, he's been aggressive in getting himself some free throws as a result.
Washington with the ball. Here's Wall. And finally they hit one. Wall's got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feeling.
Not at all. You can tell his confidence is really soaring as a result. He wants the ball in his hands any chance he can get it.
Now here's Bradley at the elbow. Horford. Clock at 6. Horford with the screen on Wall. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that is a huge call. That is not who they wanted to see headed to the bench with the outcome still in question.
And the Celtics making a change here. Jerebko's checked in. And Wall kicks to Morris. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Johnson. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Johnson. Free throw good for Morris. He hits both from the stripe. Boston trailing. Outside Bradley. He dishes it to Crowder. And there's 1:45 left to play here in the 4th. Zeller passes to Jerebko. Kicks it to Thomas. The 19-foot shot. Rebound, Washington. Gortat's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Ball against Thomas. It's Wall with the drive. Rebounded by Jerebko. Boston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Thomas dishes to Zeller. The offensive rebound. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Oh, and that was a big bucket right there by Crowder.
1:10 left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Wall. The pass to Gortat. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. Some changes for Boston. Olynyk comes in for Zeller. And Smart subbed in for Jerebko. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
The Wizards shooting around 40% from the floor here. Thomas against Wall. Feeds it to Morris. Yes!
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
And that's what the fans came to see, baby. Tremendous shot in the clutch.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 4. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep them focused.
Here's Bradley. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
I mean, and that 6'3" Bradley is a plus defender thanks to his quickness and tenacity.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
He gets them to within one possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
And Wall kicks to Beal. He feeds it to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Deep. Hope they get it back. Morris kicks to Porter. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 4. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
You're right, Greg, and just as important, they need to talk about who they want to foul. Plenty of things to consider here.
Bradley passes to Urepko. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Gortat. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Confidence at the line, putting the final touch on a good win.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're losing by 6. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That's just an excellent, concentrated effort by him to come down with that rebound. Terrific work.
And so it's the Wizards with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with John. Congrats on the win. What was your offensive approach tonight?
Just having confidence. My teammates want me to shoot it, and I didn't get carried away with it. That's the one thing. I played the right way and got open shots, but also tried to find my teammates.
You've done a lot of work on your jumper, and it showed tonight, John. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall. And in what seems like the same old for him, he scored yet another double-double. Talk about Mr. Dependable. This guy had it going. Kenny, your thoughts?
Once again, John Wall proving that he has developed into one of the NBA's true superstars. The choices he makes with the basketball in his hands are so intelligent. Great job tonight. The smartest player on the floor tonight. He had the defense guessing all night long.
I have to give a big nod to the impact he had through his defense. You know he can turn it up on D when he needs to, but tonight he turned it all the way up. Wow.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.